Hello, this is Gary Crowley with DoItYourselfJointPainRelief.com, the totally free website where I show you how to fix the joint pain for every joint in your body. And today I want to show you how to build your own active wrist pain relief tool. This is the prototype for my patent pending active wrist pain relief tool that I'm trying to get licensed out there in the world with some company. But until that happens, I thought I would just show you how to build one yourself until my beautiful one that will hopefully look something like this comes out in the marketplace. Okay, so how do you build one of these yourself? Basically, first what you want to do is see what I want to do with this thing. Basically, the beauty of this thing is that it allows you to put pressure on those deep muscles in your forearm without having to use any strength. I get, a few emails, especially from older folks who have wrist pain, and I show them how to work on this stuff with their thumbs and their hands, but they don't have enough strength to get in here. So this, basically using a trigger clamp, allows you to press and then you just release. You put as much pressure as you want. You can do either side of this wrist, and you just release those muscles actively. You can get in here. Anywhere that's tight, you can get in here and help release that tissue. Now I've grown to like, this is a racket ball. You can use a tennis ball, you can use a handball for a little smaller, little firmer pressure. A lot of folks seem to like the tennis ball when I show my patients this thing. So how do you build one of these? Basically all this is a DeWalt trigger clamp. And you can buy this at in the USA. Home Depot has them for under $16. Okay, you can buy. I think if you buy 4 of them, you can get them for like $9 each. And there's a lot of companies that make them, but this is a very well-made trigger clamp. So this is actually a 6-inch large DeWalt trigger clamp. This is a 12-inch because it goes a little further. 12-inch large DeWalt trigger clamp. The small or the medium is a little too small. The extra large is a little too big and bulky. I think the 6-inch large version, unless you have massive forearms, is going to be great for you. If you're a really giant guy, then maybe you need the 12-inch one. But here's all you need to do this. You get a DeWalt trigger clamp, or other trigger clamps are fine. I just think this is a well-made one. You need a floor sample from basically the same different section of the same hardware store, and I think I bought that for $0.25 because they didn't want everyone just taking them, but I bought a little floor sample for $0.25. You can get a rug sample to be the padding right here, or I just cut a piece of foam that I had lying around to go on top of the wood piece, but the carpet does fine. And basically then you just need some two-sided tape, okay? And then these little holders for the balls, you're going to have to scavenge around your house for either, this is a top to my laundry detergent, this is a top to a water bottle, I think this is actually the top of a paint can of some kind, or you can go to your craft store. Here in the US we have something called Michaels. And if you walk around there and look at all their little paint holders and little plastic containers, you can bring a tennis ball, and you want one that is a little too small for the tennis ball so that it fits, maybe 1/3 of the way up, and then you jam the rest of it down. Because what you do is you take a piece of two-sided tape, you put it in the bottom of whatever you've cut away. Like I've had to cut these away to kind of fit. But then the tape's down there, you jam the ball in there, and you just want the two-sided tape to hold that ball in place. Then you take another piece of two-sided tape and you put it on the end of the plastic here, and that's how you end up with the ball stuck to the two-sided tape inside this plastic, and then the two-sided tape stuck to this black piece, which is this black piece here. And then when you're all done, you have something like this. Now I made this all pretty for my demos to the companies, but basically all you want is something that can apply nice even pressure, safe. If suddenly it's like, oh, that's too much, you just release that release right there. but you clamp down on that tight muscle. You actively release a little bit when you feel it's kind of letting go a little bit, or if it's too stubborn and you just want to move on to another spot. Come up, and you can do your whole forearm. Maybe starting out, I started out with a tennis ball, which I kind of liked. That's a good way to go. And then in my demo video, if I was doing this myself and not doing this, I'd be sitting down and this would basically be in my lap, and I'd be doing all these things. And I'd be turning it over and getting my wrist and you know, flexing things back and forth. Basically doing all the stuff that I show you in my main wrist pain relief videos, but using this where you don't need any strength. So that is how to build your own wrist pain relief tool for, I think, under 20 bucks, which is pretty cool. This is a large, not an extra large, not a medium. This is a large DeWalt trigger clamp. This is a flooring sample, a carpet sample, some plastic tops to various containers in your house, and cans, and then a roll of two-sided tape. And that will do it. And just for fun, I'm going to include here right now my demo that I sent out to companies out there in the world trying to that maybe want to license this thing, just so you can see me using the clamp sitting down. But thanks for your time. I look forward to hearing how it goes, and all those folks out there who were having a little trouble because they weren't quite strong enough with their thumbs and fingers to get in here. I hope you will take the time, have a little fun, build a your own wrist pain relief tool, and again, I look forward to hearing how it goes. Thank you very much. Every year, tens of millions of people needlessly suffer with chronic wrist pain that they could actually fix themselves if they had the right tool in most cases. Which is why I'm introducing this do-it-yourself active wrist pain relief tool that will allow people to release the muscles in their forearms, wrist, and palm that cause most of our wrist pain. Here's a 3D rendering of what a well-manufactured device would look like. See, the truth is, most people just don't have the strength to apply the appropriate pressure to that tissue to actively release it. But once you have a device that can apply that pressure, and all you have to do is make that tissue function under that pressure, it will release, and most of the time your wrist pain can almost instantly go away once you release the causative tissue. And when you have variable attachments that allow people to proceed at a safe, comfortable pace for whatever they have going on in their wrist, you can help tens of millions of people get rid of their own wrist pain. I've been doing this for 25 years, and this device actually works. And I'm looking for a company that will help me get this in the hands of the tens of millions of people who could benefit from using it. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate it.